られた地球が怒って火山を爆発させる溶けた氷の中に恐竜がいたら玉乗りしてみたいね
Hello and welcome. Beetle Monkey Human here, as many of you know me, real name Jesus. And today we're going to take a look at this tier list I made, arguing the mods. And as you see, I have Cammy as S tier. First off, I want to say the mod community, bravo, beautiful job to everybody involved. This month and a half has just been filled with mods, and I want to take a moment to look at the mod list and rearrange. Say hi. Here's my cat. And rearrange the tier list that I made because I think there's been a lot of different mods, and I want to explain myself as to why I made the tier list and why I made it the way I made it. First off, I think that the great modders all deserve recognition for their incredible work, and this maybe could be a reoccurring thing depending on the response I get. But first and foremost, I had Cammy at S tier, and I still have Cammy at S tier. And we're going to take a look as to why. Here we have the Calvin Klein outfits, which only I think 4 characters have so far, and Cammy is one of them that has it. I believe Cammy, Juri, Chun-Li, and Maritza have this outfit available, and Cammy certainly has it. Then we have the Spider-Gwen costume, which she actually has twice. We'll see it again in a bit, which is of course the Marvel Universe, and a lot of characters do not have a mod for that. Cammy workout, a little bit more on the lewd side. Now of course there is nude mods for basically everyone, so we're not going to consider that when we're discussing who has the better mods and in what tier list, where they belong on the tier list. And then of course we have the workout Cammy mod, the Pokemon mod. Only certain characters have a Pokemon thus far, and Cammy's one of them. We highlighted earlier the Android 18 mod, which is fantastic. The One Piece mod. And here we have, again, why Cammy belongs in S tier and no one else does, is an EDI suit, which is from Mass Effect. No other character has this so far. Only Cammy. Only Cammy. And then, of course, the Android 18, which is quite possibly the best mod so far. In my opinion, this mod, of course, made by No Brand Burger. I have to say this is the best mod available, in my opinion, right now. Looks fantastic. Looks just like if Cammy were cosplaying Android 18. And of course the lingerie mod isn't too shabby either. You can also just get the hair mod instead of getting the full outfit, which is great. And then also another reason why Cammy's in a tier all by herself, something I wanted to highlight with myself as well, is the various modifications of the flag. You see, that is a mod I made with the Mexican flag. That is something that none of the other characters have a specific change that is so minuscule, and yet adds so much to the character. Then you also have the bunny outfit. Nobody has that other than Cammy. Bandages. This is reminiscent of DDP in WCW when he had the rat bandages. Nobody else has bandages for mods. And then, of course, the RE3 Jill, because the Resident Evil mods are plentiful. And Cammy also has Jill as a mod from Resident Evil 3, placing her firmly in S tier. Now I want to discuss why I have Maritza in A tier, second to Cammy. Now this tier list may change, but I'm going to go through each of the characters and see where they belong. I made this really quickly, so to say that Maritza is second place isn't actually true. It's more like after Cammy, this is who I would think is in A tier, and then this is who I think would be in B tier, and so on and so forth. But this list may change as we continue this video. Now, let's look at Maritza. Now, Maritza has a My Hero Academia character. That's an anime that Cammy has not touched yet, which puts her in her own thing. I don't know My Hero Academia, but I'm sure fans of this anime love this mod. Then we have this mod for the character from Smite. I've never played Smite, but it looks good, and I don't see why not. As we said earlier, Maritza does have a Calvin Klein mod as well. Here's another anime, All Might. Now, I'm familiar with the anime, but not familiar enough to be too happy about that one. However, this mod I do think is incredible. We have the Kratos mod, which looks amazing, plays amazing. Don't believe I had any issue when I installed it. It was great. Maritza as Laura, I could take it or leave it. And then, of course, Maritza has a Pokemon, which a lot of characters seem to have a Pokemon, which is nice. And then the big one for me, and why when I was making this tier list, I automatically put her in high tier, was because of Broly. I love Dragon Ball, and I feel like they perhaps made this character with Broly in mind, because it is perfect. When I use her as Broly, I feel like I'm just playing Broly. Like he just so happens to be in Street Fighter 6. It's fantastic, and because of that, I think she belongs in a high tier. I'm going to keep her in A tier for now. This is again My Hero Academia. We saw that one already. Winnie the Pooh. Now here's one of those things where that's just silly. Cammy doesn't have too many silly outfits, other than perhaps like her workout ones, but this is just silly. It's silly, but it's good. And then of course Maritza has a Berserk, which Cammy does not have a Berserk, but this is an awesome mod as well. And of course the One Piece. I'm not too big on One Piece, so I don't know if this character fits her as well as Broly does. And the She-Hulk color for the Marvel Universe, it fits well. It fits well. Overall, I think Maritza is high tier because of all the options available. And I think Broly is probably my personal favorite, which maybe makes me feel like I should have her in S tier. But Cammy just has way too many things available for her. So I would keep Cammy ahead. So I would keep Cammy at S tier and Maritza below. Now for JP, I have him at A tier because of one mod and one mod only, and that is the Dumbledore mod. I thought when I used this that it was perfect for him. Having the wand and doing magic was precisely what I feel fit the character. And it's Harry Potter, whereas nobody else in Street Fighter 6 has a Harry Potter mod. So I had Harry Potter at high tier. But now that we're discussing it, I think I may move him down. And the reason for that is because he doesn't have as many as everybody else. But he does have Snoop Dogg as well with the giant joint, which is pretty awesome. Um, and Mewtwo also, again, I feel like he's A tier just because these are so cool. Like Mewtwo and Samasu from Dragon Ball Super, like it's some really cool looking shit, and they fit his character well. Um, I do not know One Piece, so I do not know if this fits the character, but it is a One Piece character, so he has the One Piece mod as well. I don't feel Virgil fits. I feel like Virgil has a sword, and it doesn't necessarily fit. Um, but it's a good mod nonetheless. And then Darth Sidious from Star Wars, again, one of the few characters that has a Star Wars mod, and it fits perfectly, especially with the Force Grab. So that's why I originally had JP high tier on the mod list, because he has some really good stuff that really fits his character, such as Star Wars, such as Mewtwo, Samasu, and my favorite being Dumbledore. However, after seeing everything Maritza had, let's put him low A tier instead of automatically after Maritza. Let's put him low A tier, and let's see how Chun-Li, Juri, and Ryu stack up. And I am now officially going to put Chun-Li ahead of Maritza in the tier list, because I do believe now that I've looked at all the options available for Chun that she is second only to Cammy. Start off here, the Tifa outfit. I mean, who else has a Final Fantasy outfit? It is fantastic. It looks great. It looks just as if Chun-Li was cosplaying Tifa. It looks just as amazing in game. Most of these, if you can get them to work in game, they look like exactly what the pictures are showing you. Here we have Chun-Li's summer outfit, which is, I mean, they're basically already giving her outfits that Capcom may give her later on as free mods. This is an outfit from Street Fighter V, and Chun-Li already has it. And of course, the Dragon Ball, we have Chi-Chi, which is just perfect for Chun-Li. A fantastic mod, as a fan of both. The Nico Robin mod also looks absolutely incredible. And of course, she has a Pokemon as well, which, I mean, she has everything. Same as Cammy. I think only Cammy wins because of the flag. You can change Cammy's flag, and whereas in Chun-Li, her default costume, you can't necessarily change anything other than the colors. And here we see her default costume being changed. They only change the colors, whereas in Cammy you can change the flag, which I feel makes a big difference. However, Chun-Li does have a Power Ranger. Chun-Li does have a Power Ranger, so I could see why some would say perhaps Chun-Li is higher. And Chun-Li is bald also. We have Chun-Li Calva. We do not have Cammy bald. We have Chun-Li Calva, which perhaps some would consider Chun-Li higher on the mod tier list. And of course, for the RE engine, we have Ada Wong, which is, I would say Jill is better, but that is a personal opinion. And then of course Alpha Chun-Li. So many outfits for Chun-Li already. Swimsuit Chun-Li. You can put Li Fei, which is Chun-Li's apprentice, over Chun-Li, which is a pretty good mod. And I accidentally clicked one away. And then finally we have Biker Chun-Li, which again I believe this mod was in Street Fighter V as well. It's a good look. It's a good look for Chun, especially if you consider that they're supposed to be Street Fighters. It fits the character. I'm going to say she's second only to Cammy in the tier list, and then Maritza. I like Maritza's mods, but I think Chun-Li has her beat. Now that I look at what is available for Juri, I think JP may have her beat. But let's take a look at this stuff first. We have a Juri color swap palette. Pretty good. That pink is pretty good, but it is just a color swap palette and not much else. But it is a pretty good color palette. This color palette also pretty good. This color swap is amazing. The Korean flag really fits her character with her being from South Korea. Fantastic. We have the Spider Venom woman. What do you even call this? She-Venom, which is from Spider-Man, the Marvel Universe. Looks good. I will say that I played it and wasn't to my fancy. But she does have Marvel representation, which is nice. She has Pokemon representation as well, which is nice. I'm not sure what this color palette is. It looks strange to me, but I like it. I think it looks cool in a strange way because I've never seen it before. But it looks cool. Almost looks like an Avatar from like the movie Avatar. And then this is some very furrylicious mod here. Not sure what it is. And then you have the Dragon Ball representation with Android 21, which I think is very good. Really fits her character. Well done. Just a great mod for Juri here. Really puts her in a level above what you're going to see later. Hatsune Miku Juri, pretty good. And again, I think this is Black Cat. Putting her in another level with more marble mods. Really solid. Looks great. The first that I've seen of Nier Replicant being represented here looks pretty good. Kain, I don't know. She's also the first character to have glasses, as you see here. Chun-Li and Cammy didn't have glasses put on her, but Juri does, which I think is really telling of how the modding community feels, and feels that she should probably be top 3. As the game and the modding community progresses, I could see stuff like this happening for all the characters. Cammy with glasses, Chun-Li with glasses, you know, Cammy with, you know, red lipstick is already a mod that's available. But because of World Tour and all the small clothing options that are available, the modding community is definitely going to have a lot of fun with this one. And the Resident Evil 4 representation is Juri as Ashley. Pretty good, pretty good. And I'm not sure about this Sanji replacement for Juri, but according to the post I've read in the modding community, it's perfect. So that's good to hear that they had a good one for the One Piece. And then here we have Juri as a pro gamer. Pretty good, pretty solid. But I'm going to have to say that Juri is below JP, because I did think that JP's Dumbledore and JP's Star Wars one were pretty freaking cool. And although Juri does have a lot of options, Android 21 being fantastic, I don't think she has anything that really fits her character, other than maybe the Korean flag one. Honestly, that one's fantastic. And I don't know One Piece enough to say whether or not this is as good as, let's say, Broly over Maritza, which is why I have Maritza so high, because I think Broly just fits her perfectly. But she does deserve to be an A tier because she has a Resident Evil, she has a One Piece, and she even has a Dragon Ball, which seems to be the main ones. I feel Maritza does deserve to be ahead because she has a Berserk, and Dumbledore deserves to be ahead because the Star Wars and the Harry Potter are so good. Okay, so now we're going to argue Ryu. And Ryu is the first character to get a Naruto skin in the game. I don't know much about Naruto, but this skin came along after I made the tier list. But I still feel that it's in the same range. He's still an A tier mod. This one just gives him the old school look without the stubble. Now, a thing that Ryu has that other characters don't have is dinosaur. He can be a dinosaur, which is cool. It's strange, but it's pretty cool. I would say he's definitely A tier. I don't think he's better than Maritza's, although he does have a Berserk similar to Maritza's. I don't think it's as cool, but it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. This is a pretty good mod. And he also has the Kratos similar to Maritza. Doesn't feel as good. He has a One Piece, which is Shanks. It's a nice mod. This is the good one in my from what I've seen. This is the good Berserk mod. This mod for Ryu, if you play Ryu, this is the one that looks sick to me. This one looks fucking badass. And then the Goku mods are strong as well. Put them in A tier because that's a very strong mod. And then we even have the Power Ranger mods, same as Chun. And Kyrie from Fexel. So same as Chun, he has Power Ranger mods. I think the Green Ranger mod is probably the better one. So yeah, Ryu ahead of JP slightly because JP has few mods, but the mods JP has are so good, like the Dumbledore, and I've said it a lot, the Snoop Dogg, but I feel like his mods just fit him so well. And Ryu has a lot of mods and they fit him well, but I don't feel that they fit him as good as Broly over Maritza fit. That to me was just fantastic. And Chun-Li and Cammy are the top two, just over abundance of mods is what they have. They have an overabundance of mods, and because of that, I feel that they beat everybody else on the tier list. And that is A tier, and we're about to move into B tier. And now you're going to see a drastic shift. I maybe will bring Ken up to A, but other than that, you're going to see a drastic shift in the amount of mods that are being made. So I want to bring Ken up to A. I want to, but it seems to me that some of his stuff is just plain weird. Pokemon representation, that's great. I'm not a big fan of Pokemon, but he does have the representation. Kermit the Frog. What the fuck? What the fuck? Solid mod, but what the fuck? CJ, again, what the fuck? Why? Like, I get it. It's cool. What the fuck? Lucia. I mean, hopefully Lucia gets put in Street Fighter V, but I don't necessarily see the reason to have her modded into the game. Dante is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Doesn't look too great. The mod itself doesn't look too fantastic. And here's where I kind of want to put him up to A, because his colored mods like this, the swag, the drip on the Jordan mod, ridiculous. This mod is insane, insanely stylish, insane swagger. This mod is great. This is the mod where I kind of want to put him up to A tier because of mods like this. The Sean mod also, the mod where he dresses like Sean from Street Fighter 3, great. The LA Laker mod also fantastic. Makes me want to put it into A. But then I see Kermit the Frog, and I don't know. It makes me question things. The Leon mod, pretty okay. Okay. The One Piece mod, this mod's pretty great. This mod's pretty great. It makes me want to put him in A. Vegeta, again, the Dragon Ball Z representation, strong. Strong. Really good stuff. Makes me want to put him into A. But when I look at A, and I see that Juri is there with her Korean flag, and her Sanji, and her Android 21, is Juri that much better? I know JP's better representation. I'm going to go ahead and put Ken in A. He deserves A now that I've looked at it because of this one. This is so swagged out. And if you play Ken, you have a lot of options. So I'm going to say Ken is A tier now for the mods. We're going to put him in A. Now, I feel like Luke is a solid B. Here we have the Memphis Grizzlies color. It's a good color. Same as the Lakers one. It's a good recolor. It's solid. Why doesn't he have shoes, though? And then we have Luke in Darkstalkers. Not bad. Not a bad mod. Not one I would particularly use, but not bad. The Ben 10 color. The recolors are good. They're good. They're solid. Frankie from One Piece. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it fits his character well. Then we have the Bleach mod. Solid mod. Solid mod. Looks great. Looks really well. KOF mod, again, looks fantastic. He's got some good ones. He's got good ones. The Dragon Ball Z representation here of Gohan is really good. Chainsaw Man, I don't believe it. Random anime, good stuff. Good stuff. He's got the Def Jam representation with the Ludacris, same as JP had with Snoop Dogg. Pretty good, pretty good. He has My Hero Academia as Maritza had. I think this is the main protagonist of My Hero Academia, isn't it? So this could be a really good mod. I'm not sure. I haven't watched that anime. Bunny Suit. And then recently he got this Naruto one, which when I made the mod list, the tier list, he didn't have some of these. Now that he's had like an upgrade, I kind of want to put him in A, but for the sheer number that most of the persons in A tier have, I'm going to keep him down in B. But he does have some good ones. Leona being a great mod. I think it fits over him great, as does Gohan. Good stuff for Luke. And here's where things drop off drastically, unfortunately. Honda, we have one. We have Bowser Honda, which is a fantastic mod. Holy shit, look at this shit. It's fucking incredible. So I'm going to keep him there because this is fucking incredible. I'm going to keep him. You know what? I'm going to bring him down to C. I'm going to bring them down to C because things are a little different here. And at least Luke has a good amount. Honda only has Bowser, but it's a great fucking costume. And then Necro Dhalsim, that's a sick looking color. Dhalsim is John Cena, it's alright. And the good one is Dhalsim as Monkey D. Luffy. It's perfect. Don't know much about One Piece, but know that that is perfect. This is also perfect. I know that it works fantastic. So I feel like because of their representation, because of the mods are so good, they both deserve to be in B tier. But they have such little mods. Like there's almost nothing available. And this is where, like I said earlier, the dip is about to happen and it's going to be drastic. So hold on to your seats because this is about to be So hold on to your seats because we're about to fly through the end of this list. As I said earlier, hold on to your butts because things are about to get really fast. We've moved on to Manan. And Manan is in C tier, below B tier, in a tier by herself. Why? Because she has mods to her face. That should actually put her up higher. Now that I think about it, now that I look at the tier, it should put her in B on her own. But it's not enough. She also has the critical art, the voice of her going la 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 la. It's changed to the dog. Nobody else has that. Nobody else has a sound mod. And then we have Manan Matsuda, which is a pretty good mod. I get it. Most of the persons that used to play Laura in Street Fighter V are now playing Manan. And then we have a lady from from DMC 5. Pretty good. She has DMC representation. And Bon-Chan from One Piece, which they say is genius. So, okay, she has some good ones, but is it as good as Honda Bowser? Is it as good as Luffy Dawson? Probably not. But it's way better than the rest of the cast and their options. But she has such little options. But she still deserves her own tier because she has face edits. And she has a freaking dog in her super. She has different sounds. So good for Manan, but not enough to be hanging out with this tier of mods where Honda is Bowser and like a mafioso guy, which I didn't find that one, but it's a pretty good one. And then Dawson is Luffy. Like, that is just perfect. So we're gonna put her right here. So DJ has some good ones. DJ has Busta Rhymes, pretty decent. DJ as a member of the New Day, pretty good, pretty good. DJ as Deadpool, fantastic actually, fits perfectly. DJ as Darth Maul, I don't know. I'm not too sold on it. And I don't even know who this is. I don't know who this is. So better than Manan? Not really, because Manan had Bon-Chan and she has sound and she has some really good stuff. Matsuda and she had a DMC. Not much for DJ here. So I'm going to say, plus Manan had a face mod. I'm going to say Manan has better mods. But DJ does have some good ones. It's just not enough to put him in C tier or in B tier. And then Zangief, Fat Joe, all right, I guess. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Big Smoke again. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Metro City, also pretty sweet. Yeah, it's a nice outfit. I don't even know what this is. He's wearing a jacket, and sometimes he has a mask. Okay, I guess. Doomsday's pretty fucking good. The DC representation here, Doomsday, pretty cool. Pretty cool, actually. Doomsday killed Superman in one of the comics, I think. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But pretty decent. Pretty decent. D tier, however. Not enough. Cannot compete with the rest of the cast. But pretty good. So Lily in a bath towel, it's alright, I guess. Lily's one of those characters who they changed her actual look. They said adult head because they felt she looked too young. Okay, that's alright. Lily in some bloomers. Okay. This is kind of sick. They did make some pretty sick color palettes. I like that color palette. It's nice. They changed her sticks to wing blades, is what they call them. That looks pretty sick. I like the way that looks. I like that mod. Cyberpunk girl, I don't know who she is, but it's a good look. It looks cute. It's nice. And she has a DMC, so she has a Capcom Resident Evil representation, which is nice. It looks nice. It's not a bad one. And then, like I said, she has some pretty decent color palettes. Not better than Geef, not better than DJ. I feel she has more than Blanca and more than Kimberly and Jamie, and she probably has more than Gaio. So that's why she's there. We'll see how much Gaio and Blanca and Kimberly and Jamie have. But we've reached the end of the tier list, and these characters just do not have as many mods as the rest. Gaio has had some updates, and I'm going to say that he deserves to be ahead of Lily now. Not ahead of Zangief. My cat just knocked something off the counter. She's sitting on my lap right now. So I'm digging this Albert Wesker. Got the Resident Evil representation. That's nice. Got the Marvel representation with the Spider-Man suit. Pretty sick, actually. Giga Bowser. I feel like Bowser over Honda was much better. This one's meh at best. And then he now has a raptor. He has a dinosaur, much like Ryu, which is kind of cool. And then he has a Pokemon, and that's it. That's it. Some of these were added recently. I made this tier list back in 7/14/23, which was about 3 days ago. Wow, it feels a lot longer. I was sick. But yeah, in those couple days, Gaio has gotten more, so I'll put him ahead of Lily, but I don't think he's better than Geef. Geef is Doomsday, Geef is Fat Joe, Geef has Big Smoke. Geef has some stuff. Geef has the mayor. Geef has some stuff. It doesn't look like Gaio has enough. And so does DJ. It doesn't feel like Gaio has enough mods. So Gaio's going to be placed right there. And here's where it starts getting really ugly. Blanca has 2. Blanca has this monster from Monster Hunter, which I feel is really good. I feel this mod is fantastic. I've used it. I think it looks great. And he can wear Leon's outfit. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the mods Blanca has. So we're going to leave them at the end of D as the worst for D tier. And then we're going to look at Kimberly and Jamie, and we're going to compare. So we've reached the end of the tier list, and I gotta say, I like Blanca as the Monster Hunter World character. And Kimberly and Jamie just have nothing that really shows me their personality or how they can, like, there's no, this one's pretty good. The Shantae Kimberly, this one's pretty good. Shantae from Power Stone, that's pretty good. Why does she have a bag on her head? How is that? I don't understand this mod at all. And then she has this mod where I guess she has like a shirt over herself. And then she's wearing a bikini. Yeah, that's great. This one's decent. RE5 Shiva. This one's pretty good. It's not a bad mod. This one's good. And then we're at Jamie mods. So that's why I got Kimberly low tier. She doesn't have too many. And this one was just made. This is a pretty good one. But this is brand new. This is was made about a day ago. It wasn't there when I made the original list. But it's still not enough. She doesn't have any Marvel characters, any Dragon Ball characters, anything like that. This one's good. From Power Stone, this is a good color mod. It's good. I like it. I don't know what this even is this? Like, I don't want to download this because I don't know what even is it? Why? And this one, I mean, it looks alright, but yeah, Kimberly just, this one's good. I have this one. This one's good. Resident Evil 5 is good, but it's like the one good mod she has. This one and Shantae, pretty good. And then you compare them to like Cammy, who has like millions of them, just millions of fucking outfits that you can pick from Resident Evil 4 and fucking Dragon Ball and all sorts of shit. And Kimberly, unfortunately, has one good one. This one from Resident Evil 5. It's pretty good. And then Jamie, Team Fortress 2, fucking why? How does that make any sense? And then this guy from Yakuza, Fang over Jamie. I mean, I guess that's okay. Jamie as Seth Rollins, pretty good. Pretty good. I may have to put Jamie ahead of Kimberly, because Jamie as Seth Rollins is decent. It's pretty good. This color, I mean, it's alright, I guess. Super Saiyan Jamie, again, pretty good. Pretty good. Felicia Jamie. Jamie has nothing from Resident Evil. And I'm going to have to say that the Shiva mod actually puts Kimberly ahead of Jamie. Because Jamie doesn't have shit. At least this mod is pretty decent. Resident Evil 5 was a good game. And, well, it was a game. And this outfit is... It looks like her. It looks good. Jamie, Felicia, the recolors are good. They're good, but it's not enough to... And Jamie, the pro wrestler, as Seth Rollins, it's good. Jamie as Fang. I don't even know who this guy is from Yakuza. And Team Fortress, what? Kimberly, Shantae's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I guess the Adidas swag is pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to say Kimberly is a little bit better. I prefer Blanca as the Monster Hunter World character. And that's it. That's the tier list. In comparison to Cammy and Chun-Li, where's the love for Jamie and Kimberly, guys? Where is it? Where's the love? They're not getting anything. This is a good one. This is a good one. Whoever made this one, good job. And that's it. I just wanted to share my thoughts. That is the tier list. That is the final one. Follow me at Just for MGS. That is the tier list. Peace out.